What up, what up, what up? It's your favorite podcast with your favorite podcast host. Talking your favorite podcast message. Talking the favorite podcast stuff. What's happening? It's Freewenow. It's Freewenow. Freewenow. It's Freewenow.
Till it is. 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 It is. It is. Backwards.
What up, what up? We back. It's Freewenow.
Till it is backwards.
Yes, sir, ski. Get my shador on. You feel me? Hey, look. Today we have a great Bible story, right? So as we look through the Bible, we're learning there's a lot of stories. The Bible is low-key like its own media channel. You know what I'm saying? It's low-key a little Netflix. You can go there, you want to read the Bible, get a little Netflix. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to watch Netflix. We got Netflix in the Bible. All right? So this story, right, is about a daughter named Dinah, okay? She is the daughter of Jacob with his wife Leah. Okay. This is a real crazy story now. I need y'all to lock in. Lock in. Okay. Dinah is the daughter of Jacob with his wife Leah. Okay. Mind you, let's just set the story. Jacob has two wives. And they're not just sister wives. They was real sisters. They real sisters, for real, on Future. You know what I'm saying? They real sisters. So Jacob worked 20-something years, right, for Leah's dad to get really her sister Rachel to marry him. So Jacob works those years. That's a story in another time. He worked 20 years. You talking about, we complain about, you know what I'm saying, what we got to do today for women. Women just want this, blah, blah, blah. Bro worked 20 years for this girl.
Don't use that to y'all advantage.
Because there's a lot to unpack with that. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let me stay focused. Okay. Jacob wanted Rachel. Okay. So he worked for, I want to say her uncle, right? Or her dad. Either way. We'll talk about it later. So he's working 20 years to get Rachel. They like, nah, you need to get Leah too, because ain't nobody really rocking with her and she need to get up out of the house. So now Jacob got two wives, Leah and Rachel. Remember, he only wanted Rachel. That was his favorite. All right. Fast forward. Jacob and Leah have a baby named Dinah. Okay. All right. Pause. So now Jacob also has a twin brother named Esau. Him and Esau were beefing, right? He's coming off just uniting with his his brother Esau, right? So he's coming off of this trip, right? Meeting Esau. He was kind of scared. Now he's feeling relieved. His guard is down, right? God tell him, all right, cool. Now that that's resolved, go back to where I told you to go. Bethel. Cool. Bethel. He tell him to go back to Bethel, right? Where I told you to go. You met your brother Esau. Everything cool. Go back to Bethel. Jacob got his guard down. They are now in the land of Canaan, or AKA Shechem. Okay? So Jacob settles in Shechem instead of going to Bethel where he's supposed to be at. He's not what he's supposed to be. And now we pick up where essentially, this was where we are in the story. They're in Shechem. Jacob and his whole family, his two wives, Dinah, and Jacob also is known as Israel. So you got the 12 tribes of Israel coming from Jacob, okay? So that's the family. That's where we're at. They chilling in Shechem. And now Dinah is going to kick it with people in the town that are her age. She want to go kick it and have some social life. You know what I'm saying? Grab some hookah and drinks with people that with the girls. They having a little brunch. You know what I'm saying? They out brunching. You know what I'm saying? And then Dinah runs into Shechem. Shechem's dad is the king of the land. Hamor. Shechem's dad is the king of the land. Shechem is the prince. He likes Dinah so much, but he ain't smooth enough to get her. So what does he do?
He rapes her.
He takes it. He said, it's mine and I need it now. Okay? So he rapes her. Instead of just being smooth and charging it to the game, if she ain't rocking with you, no means no. Okay? Remember, we got the 12 tribes of Israel. So Dinah got 12 brothers. All right? She just gets raped. She goes back, tells her pops, Jacob. Okay? Now we're here.
All right. So there's a lot to break down. One thing I'm gonna say at first, right? You see what happens when you're at where you're not supposed to be at.
Facts.
He wasn't even supposed to be in Shechem. He was supposed to be in Bethel, right? So that's number one, right? So now I'm gonna break down the rest of the story because you know how I stopped at that point, right? So Dinah goes back. Her pops finds out. that she just got raped by Shechem. Her pops is now understanding the story because Shechem is coming to him Shechem and Hamor are coming to him so that Dinah can be Shechem's wife. Shechem raped her, but he like, I actually rock with her.
Which is crazy
I really
period.
like her a lot. And now I like her so much, I want my pops to go ahead and set up this marriage. Back in the day, there was a lot of, how do they say
Arranged
it?
marriages?
Arranged marriages, right? So he's trying to get the marriage set up. But Jacob's thrown off guard because Shechem coming at him like, yeah, I really like your daughter. I really want to do it. And Jacob's like, hold up.
You raped her.
What are you talking about? You like my daughter. You raped her.
Some kahunas.
But
to rape my daughter and ask for my hand in marriage?
You know what I'm saying? You raped her. But Jacob held it together. He said, hey, I'm a chill. I'm going to wait till her brothers come back before we have this discussion. So her brothers come out the field. You know what I'm saying? They was tending to the field, come out. So now they standing in front of Shechem and Hamor, and they're like, all right, what's good? They find out the story. Now they hot.
Hot.
They angry. They mad. But they keep it cool, though. Like, they like, okay, we're going to sit back and hear the story. So now Shechem's going on a limb. Hey, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll give you all my land. You can mess with my women, our women to mess with your men. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can have whatever as long as I get to marry your sister. Still crazy to me because you raped her and now you're asking for a hand in marriage. So Levi and Simeon, the brothers, they're like, I don't think we can marry each other because y'all are uncircumcised.
Mind you, hold on, right there. Let me just add this context. Remember, Jacob has 2 wives, okay? So Leah is one wife, Rachel is a wife. They got kids, okay? So Simeon and Levi, they got the same mama as Dinah. You feel me? So they the most ticked off. They all siblings, but you know, it's a little different when y'all got the same mama.
That's my blood,
That's
brother.
my blood brother.
My blood sister.
You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, Simeon and Levi are the most ticked off. And I think they may be the oldest. Okay? So, and they got the same mama as Dinah. So they really hot. All right, go ahead.
All right, so they really angry. But they swift with their anger.
Smooth.
They said, hey.
Some OGs, mafia style.
Y'all can't marry each other because y'all are uncircumcised. That doesn't seem right to me. Y'all haven't taken the physical covenant with God to be some of his people. So sit back and digest this. Y'all get circumcised. And not just you, Shechem, not you just Hamor, but every single man in your city. Every single man under your command must get circumcised, and then we can intermingle. Then we can get the wedding popping. Like, I'm cool with that. So Shechem's like, I want my girl. I'm down. Hey, pops, let's go do it. So they go back to the city and they start talking to everybody. They like, yo, I need y'all to all get circumcised. Everybody's like, whoa, you want us to get circumcised? Bro, I'm 30. I'm 40 years old, bro. I don't know about that. He said, no. You know Jacob and them? Jacob with all the money? With all the cattle?
That's having?
With all the female, the one that got everything that you want? Yeah, if y'all get circumcised, we get to mingle with them. So y'all gonna get cattle, y'all gonna get money, y'all gonna get bottles, y'all gonna get hookah, y'all gonna go get everything. So everybody in the city is like, okay, I'm getting something out of it. So you know what? I'll get circumcised.
So, which is crazy to think about that. Again, we always say wars have been started over women.
Over women, wars.
You know what I'm saying? Wars. So imagine this, bro. You live in a time period that you about to get circumcised just so the prince can fulfill his lust.
Can fulfill his lust. Not his love. Not because he really liked the girl.
Somebody that he raped. So now you got to go get circumcised because your prince and your king told you, hey, this is what we got to do. And then y'all can get their daughters and they women too.
And picture this. He didn't even tell you the real reason that he wanted y'all to get circumcised. It's because he wanted his lady. It's not because he's trying to make y'all get on the come up or get y'all money. It's not because it's because he wanted his lady. All right. So think about that, right? But you got to think, if you get circumcised, you might be down and out for a couple of days, especially when there ain't no antiseptic.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that. Ain't no numbing cream. Ain't none of this.
No ibuprofen.
This back in the gap. So, you know what I'm saying? This hurt. They waited 3 days. So everybody was down and out.
They said it was like on the 3rd day was the most painful, right?
3rd day was the most painful. My boy Levi and Simeon boldly, not crept in the city, none of that. Swords and everything, walked into the city. And you know what they did? They killed every single man in the city. Hamor and Shechem murdered all of them. Murdered
talk
all of
about
them.
Netflix. Hey, yo, Netflix, get at me. We'll make a movie about this. You know what I'm saying?
Murdered all of them.
Crazy.
And then they didn't stop there. They didn't say, that's our get back. They took the women and children as slaves. And not only did they do that, they went into houses and took everything out of the houses. They took their cattle. They took their money. They took their land. They took everything that these people had for their get back.
That's some gangster stuff, bro. And I let you know, it's never the ones that's like, we'll get you. It was like, okay, you know what? You get what you want. We get what we want. You get circumcised. You get our sister. Hey, man, everybody's happy. Don't worry. Don't mention it.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Don't
It's
worry
okay.
about it.
It's
It's
okay.
going to be great. Kill every male in the city.
Every male in the city.
You got circumcised and lost your life because the prince wanted somebody that he raped.
And you don't even, you probably, some of them don't even know the whole story.
Don't even know the story.
Some of them was just doing it on a humbug.
Don't even know the story.
Okay. So peep this, right? You thinking, dang, like that's like how you get your get back for your sister, right? So they come back, Pops is heated. But he's not mad about the reason you think he'll be mad. He's not mad about the reason you'll think he'd be mad. You'd be like, dang, you just murdered all those people. He said, nah, bro. Why y'all gonna go start beef? And I don't got enough people to defend myself. Everybody in the town gonna hear about it and they gonna pick up arms and they all gonna come kill me because of what y'all did to this family. He didn't say, hey, bro, y'all shouldn't have went in the city and killed all these people. He said, nah, bro, why you do this and they coming after me?
Hey, low key, bro. Now that I'm saying that, Jacob was a low key a little selfish.
Jacob was selfish.
Hey, this is the third. Okay, so the first thing he did, right, is with his brother Esau.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll talk about it later. But essentially he was like, yo, I will buy your birthrights.
Mhm.
Right? Because Esau was the older twin. Right? So I'll buy your birthrights. I'm like, interesting. Okay. The second time, him and Esau about to meet up, he hears about it. He separates his family. But guess who he separates and keeps with him and then separates and takes off and hide? Okay, we'll cut it short. He makes Leah visible, hides Rachel. Okay, remember, Rachel is his favorite. Now, he's not mad about his daughter getting raped and them getting their get back, getting their lick back. He's now mad. Now y'all got beef and now I don't have enough people to defend me.
To defend myself, my lineage. They're coming to kill me.
Now I'm ruined because you guys acted out of anger.
And you know what the brother's response was? You think I'm gonna let them treat my sister like a hoe?
Literally.
That's literally how it says.
No, read the Bible.
Read the Bible.
It literally
Now they
says
say
it.
harlot instead of hoe, but he said, you think I'm gonna let them treat my sister like a hoe?
Should we let them treat her like a harlot?
Now, you know what I'm saying? Our explanation
Hey.
may have had a little theatrics, right? But this is really what the Bible is saying. You know what I'm saying? We made it a little bit fun. But I got a couple things that I want to break down about this specific story.
Talk about it.
One, like I said, being where you're not supposed to be. 2, lack of accountability. And then 3, taking revenge into your own hands. All right, so being where you're not supposed to be. As we said, Jacob was supposed to go to Bethel. He chose to go down to Shechem and chill in Shechem, which means he put his daughter in this area to where she went and wanted to hang out with everybody, and now she got raped. So this shows you that there are certain places in life that you were never meant to go. God didn't say go stop in Shechem. He said go to Bethel. So Jacob actually brought that upon himself. It's not because God put him in that situation and God wanted him to learn a lesson and God put him in. No, it's not that. Everybody always likes to see God had to put me through some things. God had to make me learn this lesson. No, it's because you're not listening. He chose to go to Shechem on his own accord because he's going back and forth with his faith on following God's direction and not following God's direction. And see, he got his sister raped. Well, not his sister, his daughter raped. And not only that, now he has his sons in a situation where they murdered everybody in the village, right? So that's one lesson I want y'all to take from this. When God tells you to do something, you do it. You don't take no in-betweens, no detours. You go towards the exact objective and the goal that he gave you. Don't sit here and try to picture it in your own mind. Like, it should look like this. I should. No. And the water breaks. You put feet to the ground and you go to where God said.
Nah, facts.
2, lack of accountability. Now, this is a lack of accountability on a lot of people's parts, right? So one big lack of accountability is going to be Shechem. Shechem raped a man's daughter and then proceeded to come to him and ask for her hand in marriage.
Insane.
It specifies not one time did he apologize for his deed. Not one time did he show remorse. So this shows you how twisted an individual's mind has to be to think that I'm going to rape somebody that I quote unquote like, and then ask her father for his hand in marriage.
That's what he
and
do.
not think something is wrong with that.
That's a habit.
That shows you that the environment that they were in was so sin-ridden that their brain was almost seared to sin. Like they didn't even have an understanding of right from wrong.
He don't even think he did anything wrong.
He didn't think he's anything wrong. And he's communicating this to her brothers, her father, and everything like that. So you have to understand, if you dwell in sin so long, you're no longer going to be able to hear God's voice. You're no longer going to be able to understand his words. You're no longer going to be able to see his light, see his direction. You have to remove yourself from those environments, right? So that is a big lack of accountability on him. 2, I'm calling out the pops. Lack of accountability for Jacob. It says when all this stuff was communicated to him, that he laid patiently and waited for his sons to come. Nah, Jacob, you're the leader of this family. You the pops. Why are you waiting for your sons to come back and make a decision? As a man, as the leader of the house, you make the decision. That doesn't mean that you don't consider other people's counsel. That doesn't mean people don't have important things to say. But when you let the people that you are leading run wild, they kill a whole village. They take away other fathers, other brothers, other cousins, other family members from mothers. Now they leave people fatherless, as in children. Now they're pillaging. Now they're destroying. You have to take accountability and make those decisions. Now, I'm not saying that they should have been like, oh, it's cool, you raped her, I'm good. I'm be honest, I'm going about mine too. Now, that is because I'm a human. That is a very humanistic mindset, right? I'm going about mine too. You got to see me. You rape my daughter, I'm going crazy, right? But as the father, you're supposed to make that decision. Lack of accountability, number 3. Jacob again, he shows his head again. Hey, yo, why'd you go do that? And now they're coming to attack me. Now, not only do you not reprimand your sons for doing the wrong thing, you make this a selfish agenda. Y'all went and did this, and now my life is in danger. Well, 1, if you would have stood up in the first place and made the decision for the family, you might have not been here. And 2, you're going to let your sons go around and kill every single man that they seen off of one man's deeds? That is a lack of accountability. You have to be able to understand that certain things don't require you to do any act. And that gets to my last point. Vengeance is not ours. Now, I know this is a touchy subject because somebody was raped. I don't think any human being on this earth right now, or let me not speak for every human being. I will say for myself, if I was in this situation, I probably would have went crazy too. Now, killing the whole village, probably not. But Shechem, yeah, he's out of there. He's out of there. But vengeance is not ours. We are so easily moved by other people's actions that we want to take the work out of God's hands. I think it's an interesting thing of how God does vengeance. His vengeance sometimes does destroy things, but it's meant to teach a lesson. His vengeance makes the people that he has vengeance upon better, right? Our vengeance is just to prove a point.
Right.
Hey, yo, dog, you hurt me, so I got to hurt you.
Right.
Like, we don't have any ulterior motive. There isn't a lesson to be learned. It is just us going off anger. And I think the reason we're like that is because we have a lack of trust in what God is going to do. And also we're so influenced about everybody's outside opinions. Now, if my daughter was to get raped and Haas found out or somebody else found out, they might be like, what you gonna do about it, bro?
Yeah.
Like, dog, you let your daughter get raped and you ain't say nothing?
Right.
Oh, you relying on God to come do it, bro? You right here. Why don't you go do it?
Right.
You the man of the family, bro. Why don't you go take care of that vengeance? That's on you, brother. And that's a lot because of, how sin is wrapped in our flesh and, all these battles we go through in a different thing. Now, I can't sit here and say with 100% conviction that I would do anything different as in attacking them. But I would say that I have to learn a way to trust God above anybody else's opinions and above any other situation, and allow him to do the work and allow him to do the things that he's promised and not try to put my hand in the pot.
Yeah. I mean, you get great breakdowns, bro. God ain't through with me yet.
He ain't
You know
through.
what I'm saying? He ain't through with me yet. If I'm Simeon and Levi, it's up. It's up. And they played it so player. They're like, okay, cool. You know what? Let's negotiate.
Let's talk.
Sit down. Let's have a conversation. We're a men of honor. We will talk it out. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you get circumcised, boom, boom, boom. And that joint was sharp. That was swift. You know, they ain't panic. They didn't like show their hand. That was low-key like some mafia gangster. Again, Netflix, get at me. You know what I'm saying? But I will say again, like Keith mentioned, of course, right? Like killing every male in the city is OD. But that just lets you know what type of sons Jacob has.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these turned into the 12 tribes of Israel, right? He had 12 sons. So that just lets you know, it wasn't nothing sweet. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was sweet. Because a lot of times, we read these stories in the Bible, or just, I'll take that back. Because when you actually read it, I got a different interpretation. We hear things, right? And things get persuaded to us as if people back then were just getting beat down on, right? We just had to humbly quote scriptures and get beat down, right? And obviously that wasn't the case, right? But staying on topic, I think, yes, number one, Jacob should have had more, accountability, right? Again, Leah wasn't his favorite. He just had to take her on his extra baggage. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how he would have reacted if that was Rachel's kids. If Rachel's kids would have got raped, Jacob might have killed him on sight. You know what I'm saying? He don't play by Rachel. You know what I'm saying? He'll play by Rachel. You know what I mean? But it's unfortunate that, number one, Dinah was just unsupervised in a city like that anyway. Right? I don't know what they were doing and why she was just kicking it in the city, right? Unsupervised like that. You know what I mean? But she should have, knowing that the environment that they were in was as chaotic as it was for somebody to feel like they can rape you and then go ask for your dad's hands in marriage, you should know the type of places that you in gonna come with consequences, right? So if Shechem felt like that, ain't no telling where they met at. Now, the Bible don't even go into that, where they met. You know what I'm saying? Where you meet Shechem at? How does Shechem even see you?
How does Shechem get you alone?
You know what I'm saying? Like, but accountability, we'll leave it at that, right? There. And, for the sons, right? Simeon and Levi. I feel you. But there's a way to go about things, and now you have to think about the whole picture. I don't think Jacob thought about the whole picture either, because it says in the Bible when he waited on the brothers to get the news.
Waited.
So it's almost like Jacob was low key like, I know they gonna turn up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't really have the energy for this right now. Me and Rachel beefing with Rachel, but life still lit. You know what I'm saying? Every day some new, right? But he waited for a reason. Okay, he knew Simeon and Levi was about that action, right? So he should have gave them a better plan, like he said, right? Instead of allowing them to just go willy-nilly freestyling, right? And just doing whatever they want to. So there's some accountability with that. Jacob, you got to understand that as the leader, when you're not where you're supposed to be, your direction from God is not just about you, Jacob. Your direction from God is, and not just Jacob, insert yourself in that, man of God, woman of God. You got a family, right? You may have a company, right? You may have your own business, right? You may have, a group of people that look up to you. And your direction from God is not always about you. He's trying to protect those around you as well. So it's interesting that Jacob's selfish decisions to chill and Shechem didn't even affect him directly. It affected those around him. So like when you are getting direction from God and you going places, divorce your emotions from it. Divorce your personal feelings. Because God is not only trying to protect you, he's trying to protect those around you.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
You feel me? He's trying to protect those around you.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's not about you, Jacob, right? Selfishness is not always gimme, gimme, gimme. Selfishness can also look like I'm making decisions based off my own thoughts. I'm making decisions based off how I think I can be affected. Once you become the leader, and I'm talking to the men now, once you become a leader, if you want to be that king of the household and you want women to respect you and be submissive and well, yada, 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 pod, Mike, right? That's cool. I feel you, bro. I want the same. But at the same time, when you making decisions, when you choose to go out and you know you shouldn't go out, when God tell you, hey, bro, you might need to put the bottle down. Hey, you need to actually go after your gift. Hey, bro, you've been texting and driving a little too much. You got kids in the car. Oh, no, I can handle it. I'm grown. I can handle it. Maybe, but can your kids handle it? Can your wife handle it? Can your grandparents, can your parents handle it? The people that's looking up to you, the people that you're taking care of, can they handle it? Yeah, you might be the strong one, but can the people around you handle it? If you're going to be that dude, if you're going to be the one, if you're going to be Jacob that wrestles with God and changes his name to Israel, if you the one that you say you are, if you him for real, understand that your decisions not only affect you, but affects everybody around you. Jacob's decisions got his daughter raped, had his sons become murderers, wives and children of a whole new city are now slaves. They now are without a brother, without a husband, without a son, without an uncle. Changed the whole trajectory of thousands and thousands of people's lives because you just want to chill in Shechem, buy some more real estate land and grow your empire. Be where you're supposed to be. That's all I got.
Hey. I had to let it get off for the last couple minutes, boy. He's talking.
Yeah,
that's big, bro. And one last thing I want to touch on when it comes to that, bro. Don't think these decisions are easy. And don't think these decisions are going to be the most favorable.
Right.
Sometimes you're going to have to tell the people that you care about the most no. Sometimes you're going to have to tell the people that you care about the most not yet. Sometimes you're going to have to tell the people that you care about the most they can't have what they want.
Yeah.
As long as you're supplying what they need. That's all that matters.
You might have to tell them no for what they want because you supplying what they need.
Yes, sometimes they don't even know
put
what
my disciplehood on,
They don't even know what they need.
Sometimes they don't. Henry Ford said they didn't even know that they needed a car. They would have wanted faster horses. He said, yo, y'all keep talking about make our horses faster. Nah, bro, you need a car. Sometimes people don't know what they want.
Exactly.
They would have wanted faster horses. When he said, I said, oh, snap. Catch fire. Hey. Yeah, nah, facts. Hey, man, that's all we got. I love talking about these stories. I think we are showing, my goal is to teach you guys the Bible, teach myself the Bible, learn together, right? We're not experts, and do it in a fun way to make it interesting and have you leave here with something that you can apply to your life immediately.
And I'm telling y'all right now, this is not something that we just get behind the camera and do. This is how we discuss the Bible when we talk on the phone.
Facts.
This is exactly how we discuss it, right?
Facts.
Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I'm reading the King James version and get
thou, cast thee.
It's very hard for me to digest, right? So I have to break it down in different ways. And sometimes I have to take these life things that I go through and relate it to the Bible so that I can make the connection. So, it may seem all fun and games, but we have like a serious tone about what we're saying. We do it this way because this is how we learned.
Facts.
So don't get it twisted.
Facts. It's Freewenow.
Till it is backwards.